we've been waiting for.
Yes.
The one and only Tom Numbers is 10 seconds away. Tarot Destiny says, totally on, Kristen. Thank you.
Wow.
My angel told me to put that song in the chat if I wanted a reading. I love it.
Nice. That's a good one. And I like that song too.
Yes, I love it.
Beautiful.
All right, here it is, Soul Tribe, the one, the only, the man of the hour. It's Tom Numbers from Fight Club. Tom,
Yes.
how are you?
Kristen, Jason, how are you? Thanks for your patience. I had a few delays, but I'm here with you. So, hey, Soul Tribe, it's great to be here.
I love it. Kristen,
Yeah.
what do you want to tell Tom Numbers? Introduce him to Arcana Shores.
Yes. Well, they all know Tom Numbers, but if you don't, he's a magician with numbers. He can, oh my gosh, he could break down anything. And hey, Tom, I love your shirt. It's 88 on there. I love it. That's my year.
88.
Yeah.
Trump, 88 in numbers, but it's Back to the Future. That's what it is.
That's
It's
right. That's
an
right.
MPH. I don't know if you can see the MPH part, but that's
Nice.
miles per hour. So, which is 125 John Kennedy, the Dark to Light time travel. So yeah, you know, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Sweet.
I love it. Lance, I know that you love Back to the Future. Did you catch that part about, have you heard about the benefits of the pine pollen?
The five pollen?
Yeah, the pine pollen powder. Lance Shuttler from Ascent Nutrition is going to be on live. The benefits of the pine pollen powder is absolutely epic. It's like a galactic stardust to our nutrition.
Amazing. Yes.
Our Soul Tribe knows. That's another decode. I don't know if you're watching, but go ahead and watch that again. The mayor of Twin Pines was breeding pine trees.
Pollen powder. Yeah.
For the pine pollen powder.
It's precious golden powder.
They have the pine cone in front of the Vatican, and they're displaying it all in front of our face about all the benefits that the pine pollen has for us moving forward. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Probably two meanings there. Talking about Back to the Future and the mayor, so that there's the Mayor Thomas is in Back to the Future. When he goes back to 1955, it's red. Red's JFK. JFK's mentioned it. He's in the memorabilia shop. I think in Back to the Future 2, but in Back to the Future 1, it's Mayor Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wasn't around then, but you know.
I love it, Tom. I love it, Tom. Tom, do you want to have any questions for Kristen, or do you want us to ask you some questions? We have a lot of hot content coming down this month of January.
A hot what?
We have some hot content coming down this month of January for sure.
All right, yeah, let's go. Yeah, start with a few questions, and then we'll just riff back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jason. Before we leave this little subject here, let's see. Tom, could you do numbers on like pine tree? What's pine tree?
Pine tree.
Yeah.
The tree is 48, which is Liv, which is Tom, Iowa in the state of Iowa. Rachel right side blonde, she's from there. Let's see, pine. Oh, nice. So pine trees. So get this, folks. So pine tree, the single version, is numbers 92. Manhattan reverse. And you're talking about the benefits of pine tree.
Yeah.
So if you make it plural, that takes you to 111, which is perfection, which is New York, which is white dove, which is illusion. Andrew Tate, spoken about him a few times recently. 111. And I think it was Mayor Peabody, actually. You're quoting Back to the Future, Jason. I think it was Mayor Peabody was the one that talked about, or that Emmett Brown was referencing in terms of growing pine trees. And when you said, so Emmett Brown is 148, which is Donald J. Trump. So He's the scientist in Back to the Future that invented time travel. 148 is simple gematria, the number sequence that we're sharing now. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. And Donald J. Trump is also 148. And time traveler, the American way of spelling it, with 1L, is also 148. And that's what Emmett Brown is in the show. So pine trees, let's have a look at that. Mayor Peabody. So I think I've done Peabody. I grew up in a town that had a Peabody Road, actually. Let's have a look. Hang on. P is MAGA. Make America Great Again, MAGA. Deal. Yeah, the deal. I was thinking about that as I was coming back today. And then body is dove. I've spoken about dove a lot recently. So yeah, Peabody.
Sweet.
So Mayor Peabody. So that's 68. That's Mar-a-Lago. That's Baron, as in Baron Trump. Maybe there's a reference for him with the Ingersoll Lockwood books, the time travel series. But although in that book series he spelt with one R, which is Baron, which is Donald, 50, America, fight, Paul, my cousin, part of the numbers for me. Eileen, my grandmother, she's part of the numbers for me as well. But Baron with 2 R's, as in Baron Trump now, 68. So Mayor, let's have a look. Mayor. Have a look. 72. M-A-Y-O-R. Mayor Peabody. No.
Let's hear it.
So Mayor, I'm gonna have to double check this. This is just too funny. So Mayor is what did I say? 72, which is first, which is River. President Trump always talks about America first. We did the reference on Baron Trump being spelled 50 with a just 1 R or 2 R's, 68 for Peabody. Okay. This is so funny.
Straight, Tom. Give it to us straight. Let's hear it.
So just as I came on, Jason, you made reference to Mayor, well, the pine trees, and I said, there used to be, and you said it's the mayor, and the mayor, I said the mayor that was being voted in was in Back to the Future was Mayor Thomas. Anyway, I don't think Mayor Peabody and Mayor Thomas, maybe they're the same. I need to check that actually. People can put in the comments afterwards or now on the chat. But anyway, Mayor Peabody. It comes to. I'm just going to double check Mayor because I just want to make sure that I've got this correct. Yeah. So Mayor Peabody is 140, which is the Trumps, The Apprentice, and it's Tom Numbers. So Mayor Peabody is Tom Numbers. So I don't know. I seem to be Back to the Future guy, and I've done shows with Janine about this before, and I asked, did I help write the script in a former life? And she felt that I had a lot of connections with it, but she felt I somehow helped finance them from the future. So that's, I think that maybe is some reason why I get a lot of codes and downloads on Back to the Future. And there's personal Easter eggs all through the film. And there's another one that Jason's just found. So, but 140, Mayor Peabody, top numbers. But 140, the Trumps. And it's 88 miles per hour. 88 is Trump. Yeah. And also President Trump's TV show, which I was thinking about this evening as well, was is 140, The Apprentice. And he's got his book, Art of the Deal. And deal is 22, which is AU for gold, the atomic symbol. AU is deal, as in art of the deal. And AU is, 22 P, 22 MAGA, 22 deal, 22 AU. So, yeah. Thanks,
I love it.
Thanks, Jason. You're a Joker, 59. The Joker is 92 numbers.
There it is.
So you're the Jason, 92, Joker. Or the Joker, and Jason is 59. So 59 Jason, Joker card. So you pulled out another top card there, or top intuition with the question. And the Joker is 92, which is numbers. And what did we just do? We did we got a 92 somewhere already. I can't remember where it was. Where did we get it? Can't remember. We have to rewind the tape. I know we've said it a few minutes ago.
No, I love it. Interesting question, Kristen. Absolutely epic. Tom with the numbers.
He runs. Yeah, great.
Here's where I want to kind of get to, Kristen, when it comes to these current events coming down right now. We kind of mentioned this on Friday's show with Brandon. Brandon came out on, not my president.
Oh, Pine Tree's 92, Jason, the Joker. So the Jason 92, numbers 92, Pine Tree 92. Yeah, that was it.
I love it. I do. Yeah. I do love it. And we're going to have Lance on coming up shortly as well. So Brandon was on the podium when he was asked by Ducey. He was asked by Ducey from Fox News about the confidential classified documents that were found. It's not just at one location, Kristen and Tom. It's at 3 separate locations where they have found these confidential classified documents. One at the house in Delaware, another one I think in the Biden library, and then there was another place. Okay, there's 3 different places where these documents were found.
It's like Cluedo. Who did it in the library, in the billiard room, or in the study? Sorry, I'm joking. Anyway.
No, that's okay. So he says I'm going to get a chance to speak on all of this, God willing, soon. And Kristen, we talked about this, how I kind of got the download of him kind of like, man, it sounds like to me this man is going to be exiting the Earth plane pretty soon. And it sounded like he knows it too. Yeah. He also said that my Corvette's in a locked garage, okay? So it's not like they're sitting out on the street. So I did a little gematria, Tom, about my Corvette's in a locked garage, okay? And this is what I got in the Jewish, and that is 2267, 2 weeks notice, Kristen. That's what I got, 2 weeks notice. Okay. When it comes to Brandon, when he said this. So this is what I'm intuitively getting, is that he is giving us 2 weeks notice before he is now exiting stage left. What did you get
in the simple, in the English, Jason? The simple.
The simple is 187.
President Trump talks about $1.87 gas all the time.
Talk about that. Yes, talk about that. What does 187 mean to Tom Numbers before Chris?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, 187 is George Washington. George Washington is 187. There's also Trump ascension. So maybe if that what you're feeling about Biden going soon, or if Biden goes, who comes in, then that would naturally be a Trump ascension back to the the throne of president and maybe beyond. Trump Patriot is also 187 because Trump is 88 and ascension is 99 and Patriot is 99. But also the word judgment is 99. So maybe if Biden's going to go, it's going to be a swift Trump judgment upon Biden. Maybe.
Lovely.
What's the full phrase again, Jason, that you've done? What was the full phrase?
The full phrase that I did 2. I separated. This is the phrase that I got. It was my Corvette's in a locked garage, okay?
And that comes to 187, yeah?
Yes.
Simple English gematria?
Yes.
Okay. It seems a little short for that. It seems like it would be longer, but I'll if that's what it comes up to. So 187 is that. Mm-hmm. What was the other phrase?
The other phrase, which I put in, so it's not like they're sitting out on the street. So I put that in there as well. The phrase is, so it's not like they're sitting out on the street, talking about the documents that were found at his 3 residences. And the simple is 330, Tom. And here it is. It's Trump and, I can't say it, but it's Trump and 17th letter of the alphabet, decrypt hidden code.
Nice.
That is the phrase. It was 330. The phrase is, so it's not like they're sitting out on the street. Simple is 330. The word, phrase, Trump and 17th letter, decrypt hidden code. Here's another one that I was getting as well, Kristen. And Tom, this one is gonna set. This one's a little. I wanted to get a little stab in on those flat earthers, which I am one.
Yeah.
This one's just funny. I just did it because it's gonna be hilarious. It was the meek will inherit the flat earth. I love it. Yes, I'm a flat earther. I am gonna go ahead and put that down on the line. I don't care. I love it. It's all in love and light, Soul Tribe. 3:30. 3:30. The meek will inherit the flat earth. I love it. That's just to get the crowd riled up. I love to get the emotions of the Soul Tribe. It's all in love and light. I don't want that to divide us, but I do love to troll a little bit of those people.
You know what else that comes to, Jason? It comes to numbers or the Joker, 92, and then the remaining value is 238, which comes to the Tom Number Show. That's my other channel on YouTube. But Side Club is a 109, which spells out at 17, but 92 numbers. But the Joker, as in the Jason, 92. So also, I don't know if this will come up later, but I'm going to mention it because sometimes things pop up. 238 is also 1997, and Schwarzenegger said in Terminator 2 that basically everything happens on August 29th, 1997. We know that Princess Diana. So this is another relevant one. So Princess Diana went into protection on August 31st, 1997. Schwarzenegger references August 29th, 1997. But the interesting thing is August 29th comes to 261, which comes to the United States of America, 261. But it also comes to November 22nd, which is when Kennedy in 63 went. And I don't believe that was true, everything that we saw with that. I expect him to return at some point as well. But more on point right now with Diana. So August 29th, 1997. August 29th is 261. So is August 31st, 261. So Terminator mentions that reference in the film. It's like August 29th,
yes,
1997. It's actually also saying August 31st, 1997, and that's when Diana went into protection. And the phrase you picked that came to 330 comes to President Trump, 198, and it also has the value of 132, which is Princess Diana, 132. But get this. Do you want to say the full phrase again that comes to 330, Jason?
Yeah, the full phrase that comes to 330 is, so it's not like they're sitting out on the street.
Okay. Street is 87, which is truth, which is justice, which is junior, which is Stella. It's also stadium. There's references in the third Batman film with a stadium that implodes and explodes, I guess, but implodes, and there's a 332 of Skull and Bones in that. So that seems like a reverse on that. But anyway, going back to Diana. So 330 comes to 198 plus 132. 132 is Princess Diana, but 198 comes to President Trump. But it also comes to the resurrection. So how about this? Princess Diana, 132. The resurrection, 198, comes to 330. And so I still believe that at some point she'll be back.
I agree.
Because that's her reference point is in the film Back to in Terminator 2. August 29th is also August 31st. It's the same number as 261, which is November 22nd, which is when Kennedy in 63. And it's also the United States of America, 261. And it's also the best event is yet to come, 261. So I think there's going to be lots of best events, but what would be a great, amazing event would be the resurrection of Diana, JFK Jr., and JFK himself, and all of our loved ones.
We love it, Tom. And here's another 330 for you and the Soul Tribe. You cannot stop what's coming. 330. Here's another one. Here's another one. 330. Your favorite president is back. 330.
There you go.
Fake news is the enemy of the people. 330. There it is, Soul Tribe. There it is, Tom. There it is, Kristen. I love it.
Good job, buddy. And Tom. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, Kristen, let's kind of incorporate the cards in this segment as well. And then, Tom, feel free to ask Kristen any questions after this one. For sure. The Soul Tribe wants to hear from Tom Numbers for sure. But Kristen, when it is coming back to the first portion of that phrase that Biden was talking about my Corvette's in a locked garage, okay? Talking about, yeah, it's in a locked garage, talking about the classified documents that were found. What came up was 2 weeks notice. And that's kind of like the proper legal ways. Like if you're going to quit a job or if you're going to be leaving, is that you give 2 weeks notice. Kristen, he said this, I want to say it was January 12th. 2 weeks notice is January 26th. Was this a calm for Brandon giving us 2 weeks notice that he's going to be leaving? Entertainment purposes only, of course, Soul Tribe, but not really. Kristen, give it to us straight.
But 1 second.
Sorry, guys. Just real quick, Jason. When you said so you said January 26th. That can be written as 126. 126 is John Connor and Sarah Connor from Terminator 2. And I said I should mention it for some reason, but so I brought it up. And there you go. And 126 is also 107. Sorry, Christian. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Did you say 107 or 107?
So phonetically, it sounds like 107, but 107
I love it.
comes to, so Dove 46, or Best 46, O 15, 7 65, White.
I love it.
Yes.
So White Dove, drop the 0, comes to 126, which is John Connor, which is Sarah Connor, and John Connor is all about time travel, but he's in Terminator. Well, he's in both, but he's in Terminator 2 predominantly. And when I got the 238, I was like, I think I should just mention this. And then I knew, well, see, so something came up. I didn't know you were going to come up with that 126. I don't know any of the Biden stuff. So, you know.
Kristen, was Brandon giving us notice that he's going to be leaving within 2 weeks? Yes or no?
Earlier, you asked me a very similar question. Remember, we got the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. And I said that 2 would be going out.
Oh, 2 weeks. I love it.
Yeah, it was like an hour ago. Yes.
Yeah.
It's cool for a confirmation spread. Wow. Ace of Wands.
17Q research, yeah.
Devil card. And the 5 of Swords. So yes, Jason, to your question. Yes.
I love it, Christian, the angelic angel. I love it, Soul Tribe, and I love it, Tom. Numbers, 17Q ranches coming in clutch, 2 weeks notice, 187. Your departure, 187. Son of the Storm, 187. Thank you so much, 17Q ranches, and thank you so much, Soul Tribe, for tuning in. We got the one, the only Tom Numbers here, of course, with the angelic angel. Tom, any questions for Kristen?
Just having a look at that phrase, 2 weeks notice. You're good in. So yeah, I've got a question, and also just so you brought up again 2 weeks notice because that's what we're doing. But if you just do weeks notice, I know it's 2 weeks, but I'm just looking at the numbers with it. So if you do weeks notice, that's 129 Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Which is the subtitle of Terminator 2 again.
Right.
So it keeps coming up.
And
Kennedy was assassinated at 1:29 Washington time. Some will say 1:30, but it's 1:29. Okay, so question. I know I've not looked at any of this, and I've not had anyone's readings on it, but have you done anything on Lisa Marie Presley?
Yes. Yes, we have.
Have you done it on this show?
Yeah. So what I was getting is that she is still on the Earth plane. She's being protected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think?
I've not looked at it other than heard about it. So it's curious because Elvis, a lot of people believe that Elvis is still around. Is there any indication or intuition or intel on why she may have been put into witness protection at this time, if that's what happened to her?
Yes, let's pull some more cards. I did do it the other night, but we'll pull some more. Sure. We have the Tower, we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Strength card, Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands, The Wheel of Fortune. I do feel that she had brought forward some information. She has, evidence and stuff. So I feel that's why she's in protection, because they're coming after her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know what the simple gematria is on Lisa Marie Presley?
17Q Ranches, you're on the clock. Please give us some gematria when it comes to Lisa Marie Presley. I'm going to go ahead and do some as well while you guys are talking. So Lisa Marie Presley, I'll type it in, but I'm sure 17Q Ranches will be.
So Marie is 46, which is Dove again. Presley, is that Presley?
Yes.
So it's Ley at the end, yeah?
Yes.
That's interesting. He's got ley lines. He's got the thing of ley lines energy part of his last name. So Lisa, Lisa. Lisa is 41, King, Alien, USA, Coin, Fun, Good, TSB, my initials, Lisa Marie. That's 87. That's justice. That's truth. You talked about the street. Jason, with the Biden thing. So Lisa Marie comes to 87, comes to street, comes to justice, truth, and then Presley, Presley, 100. That's what it is. Lisa Marie Presley comes to 187.
You're kidding.
No.
Wow. That is cool.
That's what it is. And does she have a dash in her name? Does she have a dash? A hyphen?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, so Presley is 100. So P-R, let's do it again, P-R-E, S-L-E-Y, Presley, 100, yeah. 100 is reversal. 100 is the exchange. So the truth, you talked about she might have given intel. So if you do Lisa Marie, that's 87, that's truth. And then 100 is the exchange. So the truth exchange, maybe she had, like you said, maybe she gave some intel, and therefore she had to be, the deal was, we'll protect you for that truth. But Lisa Marie Presley is 187. And the phrase again, what's the phrase that comes to 187 again?
It's about the Corvette.
It still seems a little, give me the full phrase. I'm just going to double check the full value on that, because it seems a little short to me, but let's have a look.
Ooh, you're putting me on the spot. I love it. So let me go ahead and pull it up. Here's the phrase. I have it all kind of up here. Sorry, Soul Tribe.
You scared me.
I'm trying to pull it up. Here it is. It's coming up. I'm sorry, Tom. I have.
That's
all right. So here it is. My Corvettes, and that's Corvette with an apostrophe S.
So plural. My Corvettes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In a locked garage. Okay. And that OK is spelled out. O-K-A-Y.
So my Corvette's in a locked garage. Okay. Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And Corvette is C-O-R-V-E-T-T-E, and then the apostrophe S. Okay. All right. Let's have a look at that. But on simple English gematria, you feel that from what it's saying, it says it comes to 187. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's have a look. It may well do, but it just feels a little short to me. But let's have a look.
Yes.
Kristen, while we're waiting, Kristen, can you pull cards on Lisa Marie Presley? I know that you had said that she has information. I believe we are getting some hot intel from our Soul Tribe.
Oh, okay.
Also have information. Does she also have information about the Church of Scientology? Yes or no?
Was she a Scientologist?
I think she was.
I think she was too. But yeah, she does, and it's very dark. Very disturbing. 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. And the Fear card, 2 of Swords. So definitely, she's got a lot of info. I think she has straight up evidence too.
About the Church of Scientology.
Yeah, very dark.
Yeah, we are getting it from, I don't think this is Lisa Marie herself, but Lisa Marie is saying she was in Scientology with her mother, correct? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Hot content, Kristen, being dropped left and right with the Warner twins, and of course the one Tom numbers.
Yeah, of course.
Tom, I have a feeling that there was some miscommunication with the numbers that were plugged in with the phrase.
I think so. Yeah. So if I've got this right, it comes to 304, and then if you add the apostrophe, which is 13, which simulation is 437. Yeah, it did feel a bit short. I felt it should be longer, but 187 is something President Trump's spoken about a lot. You know, $1.87, 187. Now we've discovered 187 is the truth reversal. Is the truth exchange 187. Lisa Marie Presley. So, yeah.
Wow.
I love it. I love it, Tom. I love it, Soul Tribe.
Yes.
Tom, what other kind of what kind of questions do you want to ask Kristen? I love this topic that we're talking about, Lisa Marie Presley, and she's dropping hot content, if you know what we mean, on the Church of Scientology, of course, and the little ones, if you know what I mean.
That's right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have you done anything on Diamond and Silk?
Yes, still alive.
Yeah, you got this. She's still alive. Is there any intuition, or maybe we can look at it, any particular reason why they felt the need to move her off the board visually at this point in time?
Yeah, we pulled cards on this the other day, and definitely she has stuff too. She knows stuff, and I think it got too dangerous, so they had to hide her too.
Okay.
What kind of stuff does she know, Kristen? Can we do a little deep dive on Diamond, and what kind of information, and why was she put in for kind of witness protection by the Alliance?
Wow. Ace of Wands. Yes, she does. And then I have the Devil card. So very dark stuff. I'm sensing it's about the littles, you know. Justice card and the Tower card. So yeah, it's coming through that it's legit. I do think it's about the littles. She's trying to help bring justice for the situations that have gone on.
Did she talk a lot about that?
I'm not sure.
Very outspoken about a lot of different issues. And I know when it first started, she was trying to get the Black and African American community to be on voting for Trump, and breaking that kind of matrix where minorities always voted for the Democratic Party. So I know she was really kind of, that's where her passion started. I'm not sure where she continued to go with it, but that's where I had found her.
Yeah.
You said she was part of she was a Democrat at first, you say?
I mean, I believe she was raised, and she was talking about how the South and how African Americans always voted Democrat, and she was trying to break that matrix, that kind of programming from that community.
Right, yeah. Well, Kennedy was Democrat, you know, we know that, so, you know, there's on both sides. So this is interesting. So if you do Diamond plus Silk, so Diamond is 60, Silk is 51, which is great, which is Jasara, Batman. President Trump has referred to himself as Batman a few times. Anyway, so Diamond plus Silk is 111, which is perfection, which is illusion. And I said this the other day with Janine, that not necessarily every illusion doesn't mean it's a bad thing. There are, you know, there are illusions on both sides. And if someone's going into witness protection, there's an illusion that's performed there. So Diamond plus Silk is 111. Also, white dove, interestingly enough, is 111. So diamond, silk, but they were called diamond and silk. So diamond and silk comes to 130, comes to the Kennedys. I said that George Washington was 187, which is $1.87, which is Lisa Marie Presley. But Washington is 130, which is also diamond and silk 130. And then you have the remaining figure, which is 57, which is magician. So for a magician, performs an illusion, performs a piece of magic. And so 57 is also Tesla. And it's also George, because I think they were going to be in the George magazine. I'm pretty sure they were, because Rachel interviewed them. So if you do diamond and silk George, that's 187. That's George Washington. It's Lisa Marie Presley, but it's also the Kennedys, and it's also the Kennedys magician, and it's also the white dove magician as well. And who's the white dove magician? And my understanding, that would be Nikola Tesla, because magician is 57 and Tesla's 57, and there's a picture of Tesla with the white dove, and that's associated with magic. But there's also something higher, with Christ with the dove. President Trump had the dove. I've done a lot recently about doves. So yeah, it looks like diamond plus diamond silk is 111 illusion. So yeah, that seems to be fair with what we're thinking. And diamond and silk magician. Tesla, maybe that when they go into witness protection, maybe it's to do with. I think there's an element of, it's probably physical, just witness protection, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's elements of time travel and Tesla technology, because if you do 369, the Tesla numbers, that comes to John Kennedy witness protection. It comes to time travel witness protection, 369. They all come to 369. And if you do the day that going back to 261, August 29th, the Judgment Day connection, Jason, you put up 126. 126 is John Connor, Terminator, but 261 is also, it's August 29th, it's August 31st for Diana, but it's also November 22nd. But the day after November 22nd for Kennedy was a Saturday, so November 23rd. Saturday, November 23rd comes to 369, which comes to John Kennedy witness protection 369. So I have a feeling that maybe the stuff with Lisa Marie and Diamond is involving witness protection, which we all kind of pretty much agree on. But the way that's done, maybe there's an element of magician, 57, but there's also, I feel that maybe there's an element of Tesla, 57. So I guess we'll find out.
Yes, we will.
Kristen, this is today our Soul Tribe, and I want to kind of save this towards the end. Today is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday today, and in celebration of him, we are going to do a special thing at the end of the show with the angelic angel, because I'm feeling something epic coming from her today. Stay tuned, Soul Tribe. At the end of the show, we're going to do something in tribute to Martin Luther King Jr. Kristen, coming from Tammy, and on this topic of Diamond, does she have Martin Luther King Jr.'s bloodline? Yes or no?
I can think that down. That's a good question.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, King of Swords. I do feel that she does. That's pretty cool. The cards are saying yes, and we do have the moon card too. So yeah, I like it.
I love it, Kristen.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's pretty cool. Great question.
So Martin Luther King Jr. comes to 218. If it's JR, comes to 218, which comes to John F. Kennedy Jr. If you spell it out, 87. But if you do the full version, so if you do Martin Luther King, this is interesting. I'd forgotten this. So Martin Luther King is 190. JR.
Is it 228? Did you get 228? Did you get 228 for Martin Luther King Jr.?
No, I got 218, 218, okay. 218. So if you do 190 Martin Luther King, King is 41, and we did a 41 earlier for someone. Lisa 41. King 41. And then Junior. So that's 277. That's very interesting. Martin Luther King Jr. I didn't know this actually until just now. Comes to 277, which comes to quantum financial system. 277. So maybe he'll come out when that system comes out. Maybe he'll get brought back, because I think he is in witness protection as well. Have you done a read on that, Christian? Have you ever done a read on whether Martin Luther King was in protection or is in protection?
Did we do that, Jason? Did you ever ask me that?
We didn't. Well, we did pull cards on Martin Luther King Jr., and he is still on this earth plane. He is definitely part of the alliance, and we haven't really done anything about what he's up to or where he's going right now, Kristen. I don't know. I kind of wanted to save that to the end of the show, but let's go ahead and say it this way, Kristen. Let's go ahead and do a spread on where Martin Luther King Jr. is right now.
All right, I channel it. All right.
I think while you're doing that, Christian, I think so. Martin Luther King Jr. JR. So the abbreviation for Junior 218. 218 plus witness protection is 462. Again, if you go with the thing of time travel, witness protection 369. So if you take that off, that comes to 93. 93 is Flotus. Is strong. It's also a Bushnell, my last name. So with time travel, witness protection 93 comes to Martin Luther King Jr. Witness protection. So maybe.
Ooh. Let's see. Wow. So you were talking about this card earlier, Tom. The Magician has come.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There's the Magician. Yeah.
It is a yes. And the next card I got was the Emperor. And then the Tower. So the Emperor is my Mr. T card. And then with this Magician, I feel it's a trickster card, and it is definitely a yes as well. So I do think he's in protection. And I do feel he'll be revealed at some point. Let's see what else comes through. The Two of Wands, the World card, the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, this is work. He's completing a cycle as well, and he's working with the Alliance. We have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant. So he's helping in taking down the deep, dark cult.
That's very cool. You know what? Yeah. As you were pulling that, just before that, I was thinking about 169, because 169, if you spell out 369, so 3 is 56 light, 6 is 52 earth, and 9 is 42, which is new. So if you do light, new, earth, but if you do 3, 6, and 9, because that's how Tesla said it. He said if you knew the power of 3, 6, and 9, then you know the mysteries of the universe. So that's 169. 169 is the Great Awakening. 169 is Robert Zemeckis, the director of Back to the Future. 169 is Thomas Bushnell, One Way to Say My Name. 169 is Trump Tower. And you just pulled the card, you pulled the tower, and then you pulled the Emperor saying Trump at the Alliance. So Trump Tower is 169, which is 3, 6, and 9. And if you just do 3, 6, 9, then that's 150. That's Trump train. That's pulled the plug as well. So President Trump will do that in a magical way. A magician. Yeah.
Pretty cool how that came out. Awesome.
Love it, Soul Tribe. We love it, Tom. And of course, the Angelic Angel. Her cards are absolutely on fire.
That's right.
Stay tuned to the end of the show. Soul Tribe, we're going to do something special. We're going to have hopefully a very good channeled message from Martin Luther King through the Angelic Angel. We're going to do that at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that one, Soul Tribe. He is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday this January 15th. And it's great to hear that he is still on this earth plane. And you got the Emperor card. He is with me. So I cannot wait to hear what you have to say at the end of the show regarding Martin Luther King.
Yeah, cool.
Tom, what's your take with the whole kind of like hot topics here? What's your take when it comes to the quantum financial system? What do you think is going to be happening? Is it already in place? Are we going to see kind of everything come crumbling down and then the new system's in place? What are your thoughts about the financial system?
Well, quantum financial system is 277, as we said, which is Martin Luther King Jr. So it's it's junior full 87 junior JUNIOR. So that seems a good question. So my thoughts on it is I can't prove any of it, but I believe that even through spring of March 2020, when everything kicked off, that even though all the things that were going on, there were lots of other things being put into place that were good for humanity. And I find if people, depending on where they put their energy, they'll find, seeking ye shall find. If you look for good things, you'll find good things. If you look for bad things, you'll just find those. And so there's two things at least that are going on at the same time: the destruction of the old garden and the implementing of the new. So I believe that there's a lot of, I think that probably the QFS or the quantum financial system or Jasara Nasara or however you want to call it, the golden age. I think parts of that are there. Some say the whole thing is in operation, and maybe that's the case. But I also believe with that, you're going to have massive income and wealth for everybody. And we don't see all of that just yet, but we see it being incrementally increasing for people. So there are things out there that are being, I'll give you an example. So here in England, people were put in furlough. So I think it was 80% of the people that had kind of normal 9-to-5 jobs were put on furlough. So the government basically paid their wages for however long it was. I think maybe 80% up to the value of it. So that's a huge amount. And probably any economy would just go bust if that happened, just in regular terms. But it hasn't done. It's continued. People have these things and they hear of shortages and they hear of X, Y, Z. But the reality is the majority of people are still doing okay, and probably a lot are improving and increasing. Some people have probably had hard times as well. I'm not saying that's not the case. But by and large, with all of this, if there wasn't a good divine guiding hand, we'd have all been screwed a long time ago. The whole thing would have just been. So that tells me that there's other things in place, including the economic system. We don't see it at its full potential by any means yet, I don't believe. But I believe there's stuff set in place to help prop people up, and if they take opportunities with it, there's things that can improve their lives. So I think it's there. I think it's there in the in the background. But I think once it decides to go, I think we'll see it exponentially, probably like we've never imagined before.
Yeah.
And it's also prophesied. I don't know how many of the viewers are like into biblical stuff. I'm not really, but I know a lot of biblical stuff and prophecies and things, and I think they're useful because they correlate with where we're going.
Right.
So in Malachi 3:10, the last book in the Old Testament in the Bible, talks about the windows of heaven being open to the people. And in my opinion, that is basically a description of Jasara Nasara, of the golden age of the QFS, however you want to do it. So this is interesting on the numbers. So Malachi 3:10, if you look at the verse reference, it's chapter 3, verse 10. So it's 3:10. 3:10 comes to, we've said that Martin Luther King Jr. 277 comes to quantum financial system. But another way to say it is the quantum financial system. If you say the quantum financial system, you're adding 33 to it, and that takes you to 310. And so when Malachi 3:10 says that the Lord God would pour out a blessing upon the people, that he'll open the windows of heaven. This is interesting because window is 88 trump. Windows is 107, which is trumps, which is currency, which is military, which is quantum. And so the quantum financial system is also the Windows financial system, or the Trump's financial system, or the currency financial system. There's another interesting correlation. There's a book. So I knew about fractional reserve banking probably 20 plus years ago because of a guy called Ed Griffin. And he wrote a book called The Creature from Jekyll Island. So this is the interesting thing, because there's always good and bad numbers, and they marry up against each other because they're fighting for each other's power position on the board with the numbers. And Scott McKay actually interviewed Ed Griffin a few months ago. But Ed Griffin wrote this book, I'm letting the cat out of the bag now. He wrote the book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. But guess what the value of the title, The Creature from Jekyll Island, is? Maybe you want to do it, Jason, on the computer. Do you want to type that up on the simple gematria?
You're putting me to work on my own show. I love it. What was the phrase? I'll go ahead and type it.
No, you love it, buddy. That's what you did with me on my one. So I'm putting it back.
I know. But you're the man of the numbers. All right. What you got, Tom?
So if you do the creature from Jekyll Island, I think Jekyll is Jekyle, I think. So remember, you go on.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say for the viewers while you're doing that. So remember, folks, Malachi 3:10 predicts this great abundance and wealth for all people on the earth.
Nice.
And it's 3:10, and 3:10 comes to the quantum financial system. Now, the book that exposed the negative, the opposite, the direct 180, in reverse of what the windows of heaven and abundance for the people is the expose from Ed Griffin, The Creature from Jekyll Island. And the reason I'm pointing this out is when Jason sees what the numbers are, The Creature from Jekyll Island, let's see what it is.
The Creature from Jekyll Island is 310.
There you go.
Simple gematria.
That's it.
No.
So you can see how, you see how it is. So Malachi 3:10 is the biblical prophecy that the windows of heaven are going to be open upon the people. Windows 88, Windows is 107, which is trumps, which is military, which is currency, which is Aquarius, eternal life, atonement, Superman. There's lots and lots. But currency, so if you do the windows, if you do the quantum financial system, that's also 310. But then on the flip side, The Creature from Jekyll Island is 310. But that is a book that is helping people understand the reality that they actually, the outcome of that is you realize that you're far more sovereign and far more wealthy than you were taught, because he exposes the creature from Jekyll Island. And he basically, the creature from Jekyll Island is the Federal Reserve, is the fractional reserve banking system. It's the mandrake mechanism, as he calls it, where you can just print money out of thin air. God can do that. God can bless you with gold and resources infinitely, and we were doing that with him. But so you can see the parallel. 310. The quantum financial system is 310. Malachi 310, and then the creature from Jekyll Island 310, which the creature is the fractional reserve banking system. Which is coming to the book.
Wow, this is epic. The creature from Jekyll Island in the Hebrew gematria is 1972, which is when we were taking off the gold backed.
Really?
From Nick, yeah, absolutely.
Nice. See, we live in the Matrix, everyone.
Yeah.
There it is, 1972.
We're in a very beautiful video game.
That's when we were taking off the gold standard. That's the gematria for the creature from Jekyll Island is 1972 in the Hebrew gematria. That's when we were taking off the gold standard.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so cool.
See how it works. And the word video game, or video, is 55 heaven, the windows of heaven, which is by, and game is 26, which is God. So, let people delve into it. But that's amazing, Jason. Yeah, 1972. Wow.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Very cool.
I know there's some reports where it started in 1971, but it ended. It was in 1972, August of 1971. Okay. But we all know that took place a little bit after that, if you know what we mean. Soul Tribe.
Video game is 81 tower. And we've talked about the tower, but also that's dollars.
Yeah.
And there's also a really large number, sesquigentillion. And I think it's 81 zeros after it. Some people have said there's bigger numbers than that in terms of the wealth. But sesquigentillion, if you spell it, comes to 195. That's 19.5. That's the power number. The other physics that 107 talks about. 107, 107 is currency. Quantum systems, the quantum financial system, the currency financial system. It just goes on and on and on. We're in a brilliant, perfect computer game. Computers 111, perfection, illusion. Diamond silk, 111. Card, we're going to play the diamond silk card, which is witness protection for them. So the computer game. Wow. It just goes on. It goes on and on and on.
Man.
We love it, Tom.
Is 137. 137 comes to the word 17. 137 comes to President Kennedy. 107 talks about Russian. He talks about Casino Royale. 137. We're in a big. It's very real. It's very good, and I think we've co-constructed it with all together. I think that's what the Great Awakening is when we wake up and we realize that we can just, we'll be able to create and manifest anything. But yeah, game is 26, God is 26, card is 26, flag is 26. The language of flag, semaphore, one talks about that.
Nice.
Heaven 55. Excuse me, Melania 55, video 55. JFK JR 55.
I like
December 55. For Christmas.
Aha.
December Christmas is 165. That's resurrection. That's other physics. That's Christ's bloodline. That's the visionary. Who's the visionary that's planned all this? President Trump's portrait was titled The Visionary.
Yeah, when he was coming down the golden escalator from his first presidential, it was definitely about the currency.
Yep, currency exchange. That's it. You're right. There's that first code up there. Currency exchange 174. Trust the plan 174. Luke Skywalker 174. Star Wars is 119. Tesla 119 is redemption. Redemption of what? Redemption of the currency. Redemption of people's lives. Redemption of the human soul and spirit. Redemption of the world. Redemption of the universe. Redemption of the multiverse.
Yeah, when we did a little bit on the currency exchange or like golden escalator, what came out was liquid gold, and then like Ripple Labs XRP. So not financial advice, but it would be a pretty good idea to have.
Entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, I love it, Tom. I love it.
Yeah, way to go, Tom.
I love it. We're getting Tom's personality out here on the Arcana Shores. We're cracking jokes. We love it, Tom. Entertainment. I love it, Tom. Tom, this is your open mic. Whatever you want to ask Kristen or wherever you want this exchange to go, the mic is yours. But our Soul Tribe is absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun, guys. It's just fun just to riff and, to shoot from the hip and see what we come, because I think that's when we're unshackled and we just pull it out. So this will be probably my let me think, probably final question, because I'll have to go in a few minutes. But thanks for having me on. It's been a lot of fun, and hope to do it again sometime.
Absolutely.
So what have we got coming up? Okay, what do we? Kevin McCarthy. Let's do this. Kevin McCarthy, Speaker of the House. So House Speaker is 143, which is November 5th, which is Building 7, which is Ground Zero, which is Melania Trump. Paul Bushman, my cousin. I got a first download on numbers with him when he died 2015. I met Ivanka 10 days later, and the rest is history. But I didn't know that alphanumeric connection that came in 2020. So Kevin McCarthy, House Speaker. So Kevin McCarthy is 152, and House Speaker is 143. Add them together comes to 295, which comes to President Donald John Trump. So Trump's really in charge of the House. He's in charge of all of it. He's the king of the world, but he's in charge of it, and he's in charge of McCarthy. Can we look at what are some? Do we get any readings on what we might expect from McCarthy, say, in the next few weeks or maybe month or two? How's that going to go?
Let's see. The Nine of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. So not much action from Mr. McCarthy. Also, this is a weakened card with the Nine of Wands, depleted energy. Honestly, I don't see him really doing anything. I don't think he's going to be active. That Knight of Cups is also upside down. So honestly, I don't think he's going to have a position in the very near future.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's going to go bye-bye.
Well, you think he's going to mess up? He's going to screw up, and they're going to say out, or what do you think?
Yeah, let's elaborate more on that one, Kristen.
Yeah, let's see. Five of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ten of Cups in reverse, the Hanged Man, Jason, that's your favorite. The Ten of Wands, the Five of Cups is loss. Three of Swords, that is also disappointment. So both of these, loss and disappointment. Ten of Wands. We also had the Hanged Man, the reverse Ten of Cups. So I feel like there's something that comes out about him, and it's yanked from under him. He'll be out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Here's okay. So I kind of, this is another Soul Tribe. I've just been getting a lot of different kind of downloads or visions that were coming to me. And correct me if I'm wrong, Soul Tribe, in the chat, but has the 118th Congress been officially sworn in? I don't think they have. I know that the speaker was just elected or put in place last week. But Soul Tribe, do me a favor. Has the 118th Congress actually been sworn in officially? I don't think they have been. And what happens, Kristen, I still can't get this vision out of my head about Congress losing their power and what Dick Allgaier and their team over at the remote viewing did a few years ago about the members of Congress coming into work and not having any power. Kristen, will Congress have power? Yes or no? Will they have their power?
No. Here's what I got. You want to see it? The death card. So no. There's not going to be a Congress. No, we don't need them. They're going to go away.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Is there going to be an event, Kristen, where they can't either go in or people are going to be exiting stage left and they still haven't been sworn in, and then the military is therefore default in control? Do we see that in this timeline, Kristen? Yes or no?
I do see that. I have the Ace of Swords. I have the Knight of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so this is a military card, that Knight of Swords. Ace of Wands, that's our yes. And then this Seven of Swords, that's the bad guys going away. Yeah, military definitely coming in, Jason.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys. It's been a lot of fun, and thank you. I'll shoot this up on my channels, and yeah, that'll be great. It'll be great. A lot of fun.
Absolutely, Tom. We loved having you here, and you are welcome to come back anytime here on Arcana Shores. Love and light from me to you, brother. Kristen, go ahead and close out.
Thank you. I'll have those on. I just had one number to share. I'll get you to come over back on the Site Club and the Tom Number Show as well soon. And so you talked about the 118th Congress. So I noticed the 118th. 118 is the awakening, the storm, the matrix. But 118, I mentioned my cousin Paul. So he died in 2015. And then I got some numbers and downloads, basically him communicating with me, letting me know that he was still, he still existed. And that coincided when I met Ivanka Trump. But 118 is his date of birth. So it's January 18th, which is coming up in a few days. So 118, but I mentioned that House Speaker 143 is Paul Bushnell. But when you add them together, I didn't realize this. So if you do House Speaker 143, November 5th, 143, Kryptonian 143, add 118, the storm, that comes to 261. 261 comes to that number we spoke about, which is August 29th, 261. August 31st for Diana, 261. The United States of America, 261. November 22nd for JFK. And it also comes to John Fitzgerald Kennedy, JR, 261. So, God bless everyone.
Very
Thank
good.
you, Jason, the Joker.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom.
Kristen, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks,
We'll
guys.
see you.
You're welcome. Come back anytime, Tom.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
All right, Kristen, we just had Tom Numbers here on the Arcana Shores. And like I said, he was dropping hot content.
I know. That was so cool. Awesome.
He really did. He dropped so much hot content. I can't wait to go back and rewatch.